everybody! Welcome back! I'm enjoying doing that accent way too much. Oh, I heard you like tanks. Thanks very much. Brunnet appears to have something in his eye. You cannot be certain because of his helmet, but it may be a twinkle. Right, and of course the sun's going down. Actually no, it's just overclouded. Anywho, it's time to get to work on the most interesting part of the rolling tanker's design. Oh yes, the cannon. Me and the others have a few things to go over, so come and join us in the usual place. Do. Oh, go for the squat! But those bastard Sinators won't even get a chance to test our defences if we blow their heads off first. That's why we need a cannon. The bigger the better. Cause there would be... Cause there were no Sinators back in Watt's time, but with a bit of Thol ingenuity. Hold it right there. Aren't you afraid I'll steal your secrets? Then why did you even invite me to this meeting in the first place? Well, you want me to finish building these tanks, don't you? Our reasons might be different, but we're working towards the same goal. Yeah, besides, you've already built the brewery, the ethanol mill, and shared a bunch of your secrets with us. You're on board now whether you like it or not. I didn't agree to become one of your lackeys. I come and go as I please. And how do I know all this stuff about Sinators in some elaborate ruse? You could be building these war machines to attack Comra. Well, we weren't planning to, but now that you mention it... A Zog, that's a load of clap trap and you know it. If we wanted to invade Comra, it'd be as easy as snatching the helmet off a baby. And we wouldn't need no tanks either. We just want to help people, that's all. Ain't that right? Nod. I think I'm like... I'm keeping the helmet now. That's all very noble, I'm sure. But I'm only here for one thing. What's his hammer? If getting my hands on it means I have to help you with your idiotic plan, so be it. Idiotic? Well, that's rich coming from you. And maybe you should wait till I've finished explaining about the cannon before you start judging. You mean to say Sinators won't run away even if they're injured? What's this beard? What have we gotten ourselves into? Why injure them when you can kill them outright? They won't be getting up again if you blast them to smithereens. A nice bit of gunpowder should do the trick. But I wouldn't trust you Thols not to blow yourselves to bits in the process. Alex, you fought Sinators, haven't you? You got any suggestions? Bombarding them with magic from a distance usually does get the job done. A beam of pure energy. They look pretty too. Oh, the choice is that it's the same answer really, but yes, a beam of pure energy. So we can destroy Sinators and look good while we're doing it. Well, it's got my vote. The only method I can think of would be to charge a crystal with ether and then release it all in one go. Though I hate to say it, but this is rather outside of my field of expertise. Why don't you go and ask that Lorathia lady over at Clearmelt. She used to be an engineer. It's worth a try, I guess. I'd feel a lot better if you came with me. You know, for moral support, like. To tell the truth, I find her a bit intimidating. Anyway, let's get going. Off we lally go! Do 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 do. It's been a while since we met, and I can't for the life of me remember how they take their tea. Whew, thank the gods you're here. I was afraid I'd have to talk to her by myself. Oh well, equals nothing. LALI-HELOOOOOO, old crone! Bloody hells! I see your manners haven't improved since the last time we met. Whatever it is you came to say, spit it out. I've got guests arriving soon. And let me guess, they're going to be etherologists? Or crystal mining people, whatever. You want to fit the tanks with ether cannons? So you do not have more than sawdust in that head of yours. Seems like a backhanded compliment to me, but I'll take it all the same. Though I must admit, I'm not used to working with ether and whatnot. Don't suppose you know anything about it. As a matter of fact, I'm the one who designed the crystal cannons lining the walls of the Crystarium. Nah, you're pulling my leg. I've had a lot of strange coincidences lately, but that's not even remotely feasible. Wait. You're serious, aren't you? Of course I am. But if you want me to share my secrets, you'd better make it worth my while. Ah, I know where this is leading. You're gonna send us to the ends of the earth for some goddamn godforsaken errand, just to test our resolve, aren't you? No, you bloody idiot. That's not what I mean at all. Listen. I have some friends coming over for tea, and I want the pair of you to join us. Tea? That's slightly less perilous than I was expecting. But what does that have to do with anything? If you shut your pie hole, you might find out. My guests are twin sisters whose supply caravans run the length and breadth of NORVRANDT. I reckon they'll have more than a passing interest in buying those tanks of yours. Buy? You mean to tell me we could make a profit on these tanks? I was planning to give them away for nothing. But I might as well take the opportunity to line my pockets. It's clear your friend is not much of a businessman, so you'd better do the talking. I still have some things to prepare before my guests arrive. So give me a few moments, would you? All I have to do is shut up and let you handle it. So why am I so nervous? Now that everything's in order, we're ready to begin. Try not to look so tense, dear. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to engage Lorathia's guests in polite conversation and extol the virtue of Ronet's master plan. Choose the best response and generate interest in the rolling tankard. This coming together of great minds, plus Ronet, will take several minutes. You may wish to cancel any pending duty finder registrations. Ooh, are your nerves suitably steeled? Let's do this. Why do I feel like I'm gonna miss out on some funny expressions?
What a pleasure it is to make your acquaintance. Litharia tells us you're in the transportation business.
Much like Kobliva and I. What's your name? Iriolva and Kobliva.
Yes, we were rather hoping you'd help us with a little problem we've been having of late. Hordes of ravenous sin eaters. Terribly irritating, as I'm sure you can imagine. Is it true that you and yours are presently engaging in the construction of some sort of vehicle capable of warding off such assailant?
Indeed we are. Ward off? Turn it a mincemeat more like. If transporting goods safely while repelling... Wait. It transports goods while repelling all manner of threats.
Well, that does sound rather impressive.
This could be precisely what we need. If any sin eaters dare show up, the Roland Tankard can deal with them before they get anywhere near. Heh, seems like you've got away with words. Keep this up and you'll be putty on our hands.
It does occur to me, however,
that this all seems awfully complicated. Those used to working with Amaru may struggle to operate these vehicles of yours. The controls are manned by a purpose-built automaton. What could possibly go wrong? Just pull the lever and see what happens. No, my ladies. The controls are manned by a purpose-built automaton, ready to do every task as you please.
The wonders of modern technology never cease to amaze me. Machines driving machines. Whatever next?
That's a surprisingly good idea. Oh, I saw you in the background there.
If all it takes is giving instructions to the automaton, anyone could do it. Quite an elegant solution, I must say.
You just made that up, didn't you? Ah, well, we can work it out later. For now, carry on doing what you're doing. Well, this is all very intriguing, young Ronnet. I would feel much more comfortable doing business with you if I could see your face. That I may better read your intentions. Though I do not doubt your sincerity, consider it a matter of courtesy. You want me to take off my helmet, but... Dwarven law prohibits it. And then what? You want him to dance on the table for you? Dwarven law prohibits it.
Oh, I beg your pardon. That was incredibly rude of me.
We are, much to our embarrassment, unfamiliar with dwarven customs. You were very kind to intervene and prevent any further impertinence on our part. Thanks, Alex. If you weren't there, I don't know what I would have done. Well, I think we've covered most of the pertinent points. There is, however, one last thing we would like to ask before we reach a decision. What do you think we sisters value most in the world? Your answer, please. Money? Is it going to be money? Honesty? Excitement? Honesty? Excitement? I would say honesty based on what they've said. Oh dear, that's not quite the answer we were looking for. We would like to think that honesty is the bare minimum we can expect from others. Exactly. Especially those with whom we would do business. Luckily, we have been able to ascertain through the course of this conversation that the two of you possess this in abundance.
Phew, that was a bit of a struggle, but we got there in the end. Nicely done.
Iriolva and Kobleva's warm response bodes well for Ronnet and his rolling tankers. It appears that you have secured buyers for his tanks, provided they reach completion. Excuse me. Oh, there's a little friend there. Of course, seeing is believing. Once the tanks are finished, you should put on a demonstration. We'll all be interested to see these ethereal cannons in action, but actually getting them up and running will be no easier task, I assure you. Luckily for you, I know just the man to point you in the right direction. I'll write you a letter of introduction requesting he help you in this little endeavour. Is it going to be that Rogadin that bumped into Ronnet originally, or in the first quest? Wait, they're not called Rogadins here. What are they called? I don't know. Have we done yet? All this being polite's worn me out. Is that the distant rumble of tanks I hear? Or perhaps I'm getting ahead of myself. Lorethia always serves such wonderful tea, and the scenery here's to die for. Give this letter to Rosard in the ballistics. He looks a bit imposing, but he's friendly enough. Then again, if it's you doing the asking, I'm sure he'd be more than happy to help. One of these days, the people of NORVRANDT will be climbing over each other for the chance to do me a favour. Just you wait and see. But till then, I've got a lot of work ahead of me, so let's get going. Alright, toodaloo ladies. Don't know why I did that when it's in the Crystarium. Alright, where we're going? Morrow, yeah, Amaro launch. Bum 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 bum. Do 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 do. Don't know why I decided to go that way. Alright, well it wasn't the person I was thinking of, but I was right about the race. Crystal Cannon, check. Big Barn, check. This must be the place. Greetings, what can I do for you this fun day? I have a letter of introduction. Some may wonder why in this day and age people still rely on such outdated forms of communication and have not upgraded to something more modern, such as smoke signals, for example. And blow their bloody heads off. Well, that's the plan anyway. Oh, if it's ether-based firepower you're after, I have just the thing. Right behind me as it happens. Oh, that's sexy. This model was mass produced and installed along the perimeter of the Crystarium, specifically to deal with sinister assaults. Those bastards soon give up the ghost after a blast of concentrated ether to the face. I like the sound of that. I can't take the credit for the crystal cannons though. The Tharia's the one who originally designed them. I suppose you could call her my mentor. I've changed her accent, I have. If she says I'm to assist you, who am I to refuse? Now let me see about getting you copies of our cannon blueprints. A pleasant surprise, I take it. That's the Lorethia I know. Find that sharp tongue and piercing gaze, She's one of the most caring people you'll ever meet. I expect she appreciates what you're doing, especially considering what happened at Old Minister. Not to mention that we in the Crystarium owe much and more to you for restoring the night sky. It's not every day we get a chance to aid the Warrior of Darkness himself. At any rate, every city your tankers puts down is one less for our soldiers to deal with, so sharing the plans for the crystal cannons is the least we can do. In the meantime, I look forward to hearing of your success. It won't be long before the tales of the rolling tankards are on the lips of everyone in NORVRANDT. Many thanks, Rosald. Come on, Alex. We've got cannons to build. To the anvil! When Lorethia was here, she'd spend about half the time working and the other half drinking tea. She's still got more done than the rest of us put together though. We want to go to there, I think. Well, I mean we want to go to Watt's Anvil, but still. Oh yeah, I meant to check something. Yeah, as I thought, it literally does have on the plans a cannon. So much for what's never thinking of it. I swear, everywhere we go, people treat you like you're some sort of hero. I suppose being a hero's most trusted friend is the next best thing, so I'll settle for that. Having said that, when it comes to building these tanks, you're still my assistant. Huh, and it just so happens I've got some work for you. There's more to these cannons than just crystal, as you can probably guess. In fact, there are so many different parts, it makes my head spin just thinking about it. I reckon there are a few things you can put together for me though. Shouldn't be too hard for someone as skilled as you. As usual, you'll find everything you need in the Fetchomatic Nicotors. And if not, well, you're a clever bloke, you'll come up with something. Beep, 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 pop. Request for materials acknowledged. Alright then, let's make ourselves a nice crate of crystal cannon supplies. Alright. Crystal cannon supplies. Easy as that. Well, don't keep me in suspense. The various components and concoctions contained within this crate will one day go on to form some of the most advanced weaponry in NORVRANDT. No doubt the crate itself will look back on this time as one of the highlights of its career. Here we go. Looks like all that time spent around a master engineer like myself is paying off. Once I've built and fine-tuned the cannon, the prototype tank will be ready. After that, it's just a matter of producing more of the same as quickly and cheaply as possible. Not that I'll be cutting any corners, mate. Ooh, yes, so I suppose that means from here on we'll be getting daily quests that could include a chance to ride it. And I imagine that would be to go and blast oh, I've got in my head, it's Light Warden. What? It's not Light Warden. You know what I mean. With the final piece of the puzzle, the crystal cannon, in place, the rolling tankard prototype is all but complete. However, this marks only the beginning of Ronet's plans, as it will take more than a single tank to ensure the safe transport of goods to and from various locations across NORVRANDT. Ba ba. Do. Reputation up! Your reputation has increased to respected. You've achieved respected reputation with What's Anvil. New Dwarf Beast Tribe daily quests are available. 3 additional quests. Additional quests after they doing the other ones. Ooh, new wares. We're almost there. I can't believe it. I was tempted to skip the testing phase and declare it complete. But it might be a bit embarrassing if we blow up in front of everyone because of some minor oversight. Nothing like an unplanned explosion to ruin your reputation. It is looking good. Alright, before I forget. Wait, were those always there? What's our new thing? Alright! This diminutive automaton has ample space for storing the energy-rich crystals of dismembered knockers and other useful objects. So we get a housing item. Sure, I'll have a housing item. We'll go and check that out in a bit. Of course, we have 3 quests to take for clearing. Targets required. Regget is looking for things to blast into pieces. Ah, this sounds good. Do you know what the most important part of test firing cannons is? Having wagon loads of destructible targets. If you're not blowing things into tiny pieces, then it's not really test firing. We've been cobbling a few dummies together whenever we get a spare moment, but there'll never seem to be enough. So here's my proposal. We'll pay you to provide us with a supplementary supply. Have a word with Shigget, and he'll load you up with whatever scrap materials you need. Ah, we're building the targets, not blowing them. Regget feels the need to develop more robust armor plating. Unbreakable plate. Our rolling tankards are meant to protect merchants from stray eaters and the ilk. They can't be dainty little tin frogs now, can they? No, we need those tanks to be sturdy enough to shrug off most monstrous maulings. That's why we've assigned a crew to develop the new materials that can enhance our armor plating. If you're keen to add your talents to the mix, you'll find our chief surveyor and his team out searching for potential resources over by Radisca's round. Oh, and I just realised, I imagine this is pretty much going to be what we get for the housing item. Maybe you can click on it and it opens the mouth? Don't know yet. But it's that close to clear meltdown. Regget seems to have worked himself into a fury. Those good-for-nothing, slow-footed, heavy-handed sluggards are still not back from clear melt. I gave my lads permission to soak in the springs for a bell or two, but they're way past that now. I'll wager my grandfather's whiskers that all thought of work have evaporated with the steam. Speaking of steam, I think I feel some coming out of my ears. You'll have to go and get them. I'm liable to take a pickaxe to their lazy skulls if I go myself. You're here to help make more targets. Well, thank What's Beard for that. I swear, they were about to start on the ale casks. Take this lot. Should be enough to make 3 or so scrap metal dummies. But run its automaton has more if you need it. As soon as they're ready, I want you to haul those targets over to the bombardier at the state. You have no idea how much I appreciate your cooperation. Alright. I guess we don't get to try out the tank on our first go, but I'll try and remember to, if it's like a daily one while I'm leveling these up, to record it so I can show. What do we want? Test fire. Ah, there we go. Test fire target dummy. And it is just normal ones. Alright, let's see. You've got a bunch over there. So if we go up and then we can make our way down. I see you didn't bother to take off the helmet though. Makes sense. Ugh. Nothing like strung through after a hot bath. Back to work. Oh, fine. The work should sober me up a bit. But it's that way. Ah, this is the life. Eh? Rickett sent you? Wait, how long have I been? Oh, excuse me, a mustache. Mustache. Phew, my skin is all tingly. I feel like a boiled egg. What do you mean time's up? Oh bugger! Rickett's gonna crack me well cooked head. The bombardier. LALI-HELOOOOOO! You have a fresh supply of the targets I ordered. I do. This target dummy is designed for destruction by tank cannon test firing. Oh, I'll get this new firing range set up straight away. Keep them coming, lad. Once I get my eye in, them targets don't last long. Better tell Rickett not to ease off on the deliveries, or I'll have to start looking for other things to blast. I'm guessing it's meant to be up here, but who knows. LALI-HELOOOOOO! You're the artisan Rickett's been gapping about, aren't you? Then get your tools and whatnot ready, because we're right on time, because you're right on time to lend a hand. See, I've just had an epiphany about alloys. Smelt an ingot using these materials in the proper ratio, and we'll have ourselves a new metal component for reinforcing armor plates. Makes sense. Don't be afraid to ask for more resources should you need them. I don't bite. Otherwise, once you're satisfied, you can cart your creations straight back to Rickett. We've got a bit more digging to do. Alright, what we're doing... Experimental plating component. Oh wait, yeah, I'll be looking for... Oh wait, actually, yeah, it will be called that. There we go! Alright, you get on with your digging. I'll head back to Rocket. Rocket. Did I just go mental? Oh wait, no, it's this way. I am surprised because they seem to do this every time. So it's around here that you unlock the ability to use the mounts in the quests. But they never give you one in the, like, the unlock quests. Like, well, they never give you a quest to try it out, which seems a bit weird to me. Since the ones after this are random. Good work, Alex. That should tide us over for a little while. First, we were using automata as targets, but it was a bugger of a job putting them back together after a direct hit. Then we had Shigget screaming about the waste of perfectly good resources and stuff. Not to properly test... no, to properly test cannon fire, you need a properly made dummy. And I reckon you're just the artisan to make 'em. Our master crafter returns. What do you got for me then? I have an experimental plating component. An experimental component designed to strengthen tank's armor plating. Well, bugger me! I never even thought of trying something like that. We need to start testing right away. For the initial trial, we'll forge some plate armor using your new component and then strap it onto a nice big Galgant lad. I'm hoping it withstands all the axe blows, cause that's when we get to break out our muskets. Boom boom boom. What? You don't think I was serious, do you? We don't test like that anymore. Not since the accident. Ah, but thanks, Alex. Those lint-bearded layabouts finally stumbled in. I understand, I do. After all, there's not a soul alive who hasn't lingered over long in the springs of Mount Gulp. When you're up to your earlobes in something soothing hot water, anyone can forget the passage of time. But what I can't forgive is forgetting your bloody duties. Oh, I'll have those lads chained to their workbenches until every task they missed is checked off at the ledger, and then some. Alright, well, we're a fraction of the way there. So that's something. Yeah, it's going to take us like a week to get to the next point. But for now, we'll head over home and have a quick look at the item that we got from the Shibjibe? The Shibjibe. Yeah, from the Shibjibe. That's what I was going for, totally. I love how busy it's getting in here because of all the items I put down. Which reminds me, I've still got the sapphire weapon mount downstairs. I don't even have somewhere to put it! Yeah, that'll do. Oops. I suppose I can put it on the floor as well. Yeah, you can live there. For now, at least. Yeah, so it's just basically a tiny one. Probably exactly the same as the minion, come to think of it. And yes. Hey!
Nom. Ah.
Okie dokie, that was fun. Alright, well, I guess that's it. I was just thinking, like, where am I even heading to? Or I was about to leave. Come on, let's get you straight. Ah, good enough. So we ended up both not being straight. Ah, well. So, with that, that's everything done for these set quests. We should at least get to try out the tank sometime soon. Don't know. Anyways, for now, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!